Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready! 30 base. Hey, zoom.
Mike one.
You're out.
It's on field. It's on field.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, McIntosh. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ready, set.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch one. Watch one. Cut.
Seek on. 132 fighter. 5.
To throw again, McIntosh. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, no scouting report. Aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, check. 3 down.
Look, squeeze. Hey, drop to go.
From the gun, McIntosh. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
90 Wolf. 80 weapons.
Tighten up. Shift.
Underneath them.
On 2nd down now. It's Green. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Protect yourself, baby.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Give me some.
Looking to throw on second down. McIntosh. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
218, chop. Hey, exit.
So nice number one.
Throwing on third and long. McIntosh. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson was the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. There. Now.
Throwing on first down. Jones. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Sammy Watkins, 93 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch one. Yeah.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, McIntosh. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
15 Lions.
First down.
General West. 5.
Off the play fake, McIntosh. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Jones now throwing after the interception. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Go! 30 base.
Switch.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey, seam 6. 2.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go, D. Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking end zone for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. From the gun, McIntosh. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 22.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, it's Green. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Rock it.
On third down, Green. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Green. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Leo.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. 30 base. Topper!
Check 26, check 26.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Green, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch one. Watch the screen. Pass. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 4.
Hey, Sam off. Hey.
On second down now, it's Green. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Haywood!
Here we go.
You're out!
Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
Go!
Operating from the gun, McIntosh. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They're running it. Bang, 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 bang.
Deep rip.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
60 outlaw. Weapons. Hey, Charlie.
It's a gain of 8.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 9th touchdown of the season. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw on 2nd down. McIntosh finding Green complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Look, screen. Five.
On first down, McIntosh. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone.
Ready, set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You draw Porter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the ball.
Five.
54's Mike. Check.
Ready.
Throwing Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
SOS. Right there. 54, right there.
Hey, Zoo.
He's time to leave. He's time to buzz. Hey, watch that.
Let's go.
54.
Big grip.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how you put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
64, weak.
Check.
Hey, Wahoo. Two.
On 1st and 10, McIntosh. He's letting this one go. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now a give, right side. Green. They find some open field here. 31 yards there and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Right back to him on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marcus Green hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones operating from the gun. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to
go.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 99, check 99. Watch the eye. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, exit. Ready?
Back to throw. Jones. He's got Jack Doyle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. He's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And he coughed it up. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
General West.
Watch out.
Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift. Kill.
Hey, lock it.
Kill. Turn.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he cuts it right into space. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Set 50, play.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You got three down. Under 10. Check nickel.
Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
On first down, Green. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Back. Check three. 6 guys. Check.
You're out.
Check three. Jam.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
You're all right, baby. You're all right. Tighten up.
6'6", pull it high.
Here's Scott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
You ain't going nowhere.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And an alley to run. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Let's go now. 30 base. 54.
I'm going back to you. I'm going.
Now Jones off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Hard.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Bring it. Bring it.
Get it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Down. And roll back.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Detroit, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering.